rooting for. There's so many of them in there, so if Gallup gets in, or Clovis, or anybody outside of Albuquerque, I'll be rooting for. Any thoughts on? No love lost between myself and any of the Albuquerque schools, but nonetheless, the 5A girls, El Dorado #1, Sandia 2, and then the 3 seed is Las Cruces, the 4 seed is Gallup, and the 5 seed is Clovis. So we'll see how that goes. All right, enough about Albuquerque and the 5A for now. 5A girls. Let's move to the 4A girls, and we do have a representative from the area, Capital High School girls. Get in, and let me look down here. They were the number 11 seed, guys.
Yeah, they'll be playing number 6, Volcano Vista, and interestingly, that will be a matchup against their former head coach, Lisa Villarreal, who coached the Lady Jaguars to their last 2 state tournament state tournament appearances in 06 and in 07. So it should be an interesting matchup. Volcano Vista really played well the second half of the season. That's really where the strength of their schedule came from. They started off 2-8, but after that they've gone 13-2 since then. So that's a really strong team that you're looking at there. The Capital has some pretty good has played some pretty good teams. They've been competitive for the most part against Los Alamos and Espanola. I think depth has been an issue there. One thing that might be a problem with them coming into this tournament is that I believe Sarah Romero won't be playing for them. I believe she was kicked off the team late in the district season, so that kind of hurts them. She was kind of their second leading scorer there on that team, and that really affects them, especially from their post position.
She was about 5'9", wasn't she?
Yeah, she was 5'9" post, could work the ball inside, but she did have a pretty good outside shot too. And she was a major part of that offense there, along with her and Dominique Vigil Lovato.
To me, this 4A girls bracket could be the most controversial. I talked to Coach Ron Drake of Espanola earlier today, very upset with his 4 seed, thought he deserved the 3 seed. Roswell, which gets the 3 seed and be hosting Albuquerque Academy, the 14 seed, had 9 losses during the year, and Coach Drake couldn't understand why Espanola Valley didn't get the 3 seed. A lot of surprises here to me. Los Alamos got a 5 seed, and I thought that was pretty high for the way they finished. They end up playing Pius. They'll be hosting Pius, who's the 12th seed. I think Capital's very fortunate to get an 11 seed. They lost twice to Taos, and Taos ends up the 15 seed. So there are a lot of question marks within this 4A girls bracket. But nonetheless, you got Kirtland Central atop, the favorite to win it all. But we can't discount Shiprock, Roswell, or Espanola Valley, and I look at Espanola to make a run here. I expect them to be facing Kirtland Central in that semifinal matchup in the pit on Thursday, March 11th. And down on that bottom side of the bracket, I think you can see some things happen there. Again, Roswell with 9 losses, a question mark. Haven't seen them, but Shiprock has been awfully good this year. Expect them to come out of that bottom bracket, but a lot of controversy regarding the seeding in 4A girls, Jeff.
Yeah, I think the unfortunate thing, fans get frustrated this time of year when they see certain matchups. Espanola getting the 4 seed, that's a spot off what a lot of people thought they'd get. A lot of people did think they'd get the 3. One spot off, okay, you can have your complaints, but the unfortunate thing is when you play in the second round someone from your own district, you only have 16 teams. That's going to happen sometimes. I understand that, but that is unfortunate to have 2 teams from the same district in northern New Mexico having to knock, one of them, at best, one of them is going to be knocked out in the second round, and that's unfortunate. Los Alamos did upset Espanola on their home court earlier this year. I don't see it happening again. I agree with you. Kirtland Central Espanola semifinal there on the top half of the bracket looks pretty inevitable if you ask me, and I think Nisa Duran at Espanola is as good a shooter as I've seen in the girls' game this season. James has done more of their games than I have, but I'm pretty big on Nisa. Not much size on that Espanola team, but when they shoot like they do, it doesn't really matter.
Well, there are a couple of things here. One, don't count out St. Pius. They came up to the Hill about a month ago. Played them to a 3-point game. I think that kind of helps them a little bit. They're not going to be intimidated coming up there. And really, Los Alamos, if they're not getting the ball inside, if they're not getting baskets from Taylor Ely, their 5'10" senior post there, they kind of struggle for points at times, and that's one thing that Espanola did really well. They clogged the middle against Los Alamos. They forced them to shoot from the outside, and Los Alamos really that isn't their game. The other thing here too for Espanola, while Drake might be upset now, he might look back at this and think that a 4 seed might be the best thing for him. It keeps him away from Shiprock, a team that they lost by I believe 16 during the regular season. I think Kirtland Central probably matches up better with them, and on top of that, they've played those